So basically, we're talking about how to navigate those conversations and how to, like, you know, get through them. Basically,
you can talk to me all day with them beautiful lips you got.
Oh my God,
got the lipstick all popping.
It's lip gloss, but
whatever. Okay. We can get through plenty of difficult conversations with that.
What's up, y'all? I said entertaining. I'm asking y'all to check out the Loveology podcast. This is.
Hello, and welcome to the Loveology podcast, where we talk about love and life with laughter. I'm Ashley.
And I'm Jason.
He's the carefree one.
She's the serious one. And we're married. We have been since 2012, and we like to think of ourselves as a couple of loveologists.
Not because we are the experts, but because we just love love.
We enjoy studying and talking about it, so we thought, let's just start a podcast.
A place where we can share what we have learned about love, relationships, and marriage.
You can share what you've learned, and we can all grow together.
So here we are. Are you ready?
Let's get started. Hey, what's going on, world? It is another episode of the Loveology podcast. Y'all know what time it is, man. So take some copious notes, get some time to, clear the air, get the kids away. Some good information we have. We got a part 2 today. Yeah. Babe, how are you feeling today? How's everything? What's going on?
I'm feeling good. Your afro is looking magnificent today.
My afro is growing. You know what I'm saying? It actually went above the headphones now. For everybody that's on audio, make sure you go to YouTube and check us out. Come see my afro. Come check out my beautiful wife. Not too long though. Don't be staring at my wife too long. But come check us out on YouTube. We really appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. Hit that like. Give us a comment. All that good stuff, man. We really appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
So thank you, babe. I'm glad you like it.
You're welcome. Jason is like so excited. He's like shaking his hair and like, I can feel my hair.
I can feel it move.
You just never
had that.
Never experienced this before.
No, never have. So, it's the first time for everything. So I'm awesome, right? Oh, babe, how was your weekend? How was everything?
It was great.
So you still feeling the effects of having that break? You took that break a couple episodes. We talked about that. Boop, check that out if you haven't checked it out. Mama took that break. What was the name of the episode?
Taking a break from everybody.
Taking a break from everybody. But it's right there. So check it out.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess I'm still feeling the high. Mm-hmm. High off the people.
High off the people.
That's Judas and the Black Messiah.
For sure.
I love that speech. So yes, I'm still feeling great. How about you?
I'm feeling good. I took the time to, learn more about the market, the stock market, and, basically how to bring this money into this family. And, it's a lot of money into these different markets and the cryptocurrency and the foreign exchange, man. So, y'all don't sleep on it, man. I've been sleeping on it, but I'm not sleeping on it no more. So definitely, if you want some more information, don't be afraid to hit me up. You can go ahead and email us at loveologypodcast.com. Hey, there it is.
That's right.
That's it. So, babe, we had an awesome comment. Somebody commented on Apple Podcast. So we love comments, y'all. We love reviews. Mm-hmm. We really appreciate it because all we see is numbers, and we're not numbers people. We don't really go off of numbers. We like to hear how people are applying these things, or maybe if they have something of their own they want to share. That's what really moves us. So we had a young lady, Hillary 72034. So she's from Conway, Arkansas. Shout out, Hillary. How you doing, girl? How you doing? We appreciate your comment, your 5-star review on Loveology Podcast. And what she said, I love listening to you guys. I'm from Arkansas. Love hearing that Jason went to school in Southeast Arkansas. Is so great. Yes, I did go to UAPB Golden Lions. Went to the UAPB Golden Lions, but also we're both from Arkansas.
Yes,
and
we are from Arkansas.
We are from Arkansas. Mm-hmm. Hey, where you went to school at, love?
I went to the University of Arkansas at Little Rock,
or Euler for short.
UALR.
Euler. So definitely, Hillary, we definitely appreciate you listening. We appreciate your comment and your review, your 5 stars. So thank you so much. And hey, don't be afraid to leave another review or watch more videos. episodes and share the love. Hillary, you love it? Share the love. Thank you.
Yeah, so like Jason said, just to piggyback on that, like, sometimes it's not very easy to, come up with something to do every week and to push these out. Jason edits,
Yeah.
and all of this stuff. So, it's very.
We definitely do it for the love, right?
Yeah.
We do it out of love. But, we love to hear some feedback too, though. You know what I'm saying?
it's definitely motivating when we get positive reviews. So if y'all love us, go ahead and let us know.
And shout out to my classmate Candy, because Candy always letting us know something. She's always dropping some type of reviews, dropping some type of comment, man, sharing it. So Candy, we would definitely appreciate it, straight from Brinkley BTO. Thank you.
That's right. Yes, thank you very much. I think she's like our number one fan or something. Like we got to give her the crown for number one fan.
Number one fan. But James held that down for a minute, for like a whole year. He do a review every week.
Oh yes.
So definitely shout out to Big Game James.
That's right.
But he had a newborn, so it's kind of difficult to do this. Then we took a break. So once we took a break, they kind of threw everybody off. But we back now. We back, y'all. So we appreciate all our people, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. So jumping right in,
we're going to do a part 2.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many.
Man, this hair is getting in my ear and stuff. I have to move my hair out the way, Lord. I ain't never done that before.
So yes, we are on a new series. If you listen to us, you know how we love our series, because we like to study love. So
that's what it's all about.
We cover relationship books, and like I said last episode, we are also kind of broadening things to just talk about relationships across the board. So we are studying difficult conversations this time.
Conversations. And just for our individuals that do not know, this is the second episode, so make sure you go back and catch the first episode. And for all our people, new listeners, how we do this setup is Ashley does majority of the researching and all that good stuff, reading, and I just kind of go with the flow. I kind of go with the good Lord gives me. And so, but what that does, it puts me in a position of you that I can be right here, right now, asking those same questions that you might be thinking while you listening. So
right.
I think that's a pretty cool element.
I think so.
Yeah.
Pat ourselves on the back.
Hey.
So yes, difficult conversations. And this, like Jason said, check out the previous episode if this is your first time joining us. But so we are talking about those hard conversations that come in life.
Yes.
They will be here, okay? Yes. So basically we're talking about how to navigate those conversations and how to get through them, basically.
You can talk to me all day with them beautiful lips you got.
Oh my God.
Got the lipstick all popping.
It's lip gloss, but
whatever. Okay. We can get through plenty of difficult conversations with that. Ladies, put the lip gloss on and you can get through some good difficult conversations with your man. Okay. Difficult conversations.
So what is a difficult conversation? Just to give a brief recap, it's anything that you have a hard time talking about. Okay. Last week we broke this down into 3 different type of conversations that's happening all at the same time. You got the what happened conversation, the feelings conversation, and the identity conversation. So go check out the episode so you'll know more about what I'm talking about. But right now we are still on the what happened conversation. Like what is going on between the two of us to make us have this argument right now,
right?
Or to make this conversation difficult,
right? So
basically what this book is teaching us is that we want to move away from arguing. Am I saying, I cannot say that word right?
Yeah, y'all don't pay her no mind when she said that.
I really, how do you say it?
Arguing.
Okay.
We struggle, y'all. So, I don't know if that's the dirty South or just
it's something. I don't know what it is, but
y'all know what we talking about. Come
yes,
on,
you know forward. What I'm saying.
Arguing.
So we are moving toward understanding the other person's story. Okay. So today we are talking about the fact that we see the world differently, and this is how people end up in arguments because of the way that we see the world. So,
excuse me, perspective.
Perspective. Right. Yes, that's right. So, quoting from the book here.
Okay.
It says, first, we take in information we experience in the world. Sights, sounds, and feelings. Second, we interpret what we see, hear, and feel. We give it all meaning. Then we draw conclusions about what's happening. Put simply, we all have different stories about the world because we each take in different information and then interpret this information in our own unique ways.
Right.
Number one. We have different information.
That is true.
Go ahead, Mr. Man.
Mr. Man.
That's what my daughter say, Mr. Man.
Mr. Man.
Why do we have different information? Last episode, Jason was just like popping off and like telling everything that was in the book, like he wrote the book. So I was like, what do we need this book for? So let's see what he got this time. Let's see.
Because it's easy. We have different information because we're in different bodies. You know what I'm saying? And in different bodies, you have different ways you interpret some things. You have different strengths and different weaknesses, right? So maybe I'm more of a more audible person, you're a more visual person. Yes. And so even though we can be going along the same path, you may hear something that I can't hear because you're more tuned to hearing. I may see something that you can't see because I'm more tuned to seeing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's different information that we're getting. And sometimes if we're not on the same path, then you definitely will get different information because you're behind the building. I'm in front of the building. And this other person inside the building. So all three people going to have different perspectives.
Okay. So yes, that is correct. But this portion is talking about the fact that we notice different things.
Okay.
So even if we're both looking at the same thing, we're looking at different parts of that thing.
I just said that.
You said front of the building, back of the building.
That was the second part. I just said initially, I said I may be you may be a more visual person. I may be more of an audio person. So if we're walking the same path, you may hear something that I may not hear because I'm more tuned to hearing. You may see something that I may not see, even though we walk in the same path, but that's because you're more in tune with seeing.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess.
You just didn't understand what I'm saying.
Maybe.
I didn't paint the picture perfectly for you.
I didn't interpret that correctly.
Yeah.
So they gave a story about a man and his 4-year-old nephew. They are watching a parade together. And after the parade, the little boy says that was the best truck parade that he ever seen. Like, he was so excited. He said truck parade. Right. Well, that's because the floats were being pulled by trucks.
Right.
And the little boy was really in love with trucks. He's 4 years old, so he was in this age of just like obsessing over trucks. So that's really all that he noticed. Now, of course, the man noticed the floats. You know what I mean?
Right.
So they watched the same parade, but they actually saw two totally different parades.
Right.
Like, the little boy just didn't even notice all the other stuff that was going on. He totally focused on the truck.
Yeah, he was focused on the truck.
Yeah.
And all the different trucks that was there.
Yeah. So, that's just really powerful, like, to understand that when people experience an event, depending on your background, you probably are going to experience that event way differently than somebody else, just simply because you're just two different people.
Exactly.
So, but people can't quite, they just can't like grasp that, I guess, because they're, it's like, well, we were both there. Like, how could you not see what I saw? Like, well, because I'm noticing something different based off my
experiences, your past experiences. Yeah.
Yeah. So, he says that it's like 3 authors of this book. I didn't actually say that earlier, but the authors is Douglas Stone, Bruce Patton, Sheila Heen, of the Harvard Negotiation Project. That's who wrote this book.
Okay.
Yes, we learned it from Harvard. They said, I enjoy, basically, after that story.
First of all, where you get this book from?
Where did I get this book? I don't know where.
Where you be finding this stuff at? She's a master researcher, y'all.
I don't know where I pick up these things. I just watch like educational stuff all the time. And someone mentioned that this was a good book. And I was like, oh, that sounds like that could be a good book. Let me check it out. Difficult Conversations. I have to have difficult conversations all the time. I should learn how to do that.
Right.
So no, I cannot remember where I learned the name of this book. Good question though. Why are you closing your eyes? Are you okay?
No, yeah, I'm just laughing. Just
Inside?
Like, wow.
So basically going back to this story, the authors was saying that like neither one, the boy or the man, neither one of them said, I enjoyed my particular perspective on the parade based on the information I paid attention to. Each walked away thinking, I enjoyed the parade. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I enjoyed the parade, but actually you did enjoy the parade based on the perspective.
Right.
Based on your perspective.
Right.
Okay? So the next thing they talked about was, in addition to choosing different information, we each have access to different information. For example, others have access to information about themselves that we don't. They know the constraints that they are under. We don't. They know their hopes, dreams, and fears. We don't. We act as if we've got access to all the important information there is to know about them, but we don't. Their internal experience is far more complex than we imagine.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's it. Self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, this happens all the time. So I'm thinking about a time when I was pregnant and, being pregnant, people make all sorts of comments about your body. Ooh, your nose getting big. Ooh, you look like you ready to pop. Oh, your belly is so big. Would you please? It is never appropriate to comment on somebody's body, but when you become pregnant, everybody think that it's okay to comment on your body.
And they touching all on you.
Touching your stomach, like, back up. Like, do you understand what you're doing? I know it's sticking out there, but you're touching my body. Like, that's not something that, you would do normally. Right. So just because I'm pregnant don't mean that you can touch me without my permission. Right? So anyway, there was days, I'm sure, Jason, where like, I'm more sensitive because all of that stuff is happening, right, to me in the daytime, and then I come home and you may say something jokingly, you know what I mean, and I get upset about it.
Right.
I have access to information that he doesn't know.
Correct.
Right. Of like why I'm flipping out. You know what I mean? So, what do you have to say about that? Anything?
No, it's self-explanatory. You just never know what someone is going through. You don't know what you're not in their shoes. You haven't walked a mile in them, so you just don't know what they got going on. Right. So just don't jump to conclusions. Ask questions.
Exactly. Taking me to my next point, honey. Okay. Yeah. Of course.
Must have been a good one. She couldn't even get the words out.
Of course, in advance, we don't know what we don't know. But rather than assuming we already know everything we need to, we should assume that there is important information we don't have access to. It's a good bet. Oh, sorry. It's a good bet to be true. Okay. So do not assume, right? So basically, if something is, if somebody is disappointing you in some way, then you just have to like stop and ask yourself, okay, why does this make sense to them? Like, what information do they have that I don't have? Because basically, whatever they're doing, it makes sense to them in their brain. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. It totally makes sense, right? Yeah. So you have to like figure out, well, why does this make sense? You know what I mean? To them. What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, you got to, I don't know. Sometimes sometimes I just let people do what they do. You know what I'm saying? But depending on how close that relationship is, right? You gotta get down to the nitty gritty. You gotta get to the source of it. Because sometimes it can be so small and it can just grow into something that's unnecessary, like a wildfire. Right. You know what I'm saying? And you can kind of stop that by asking questions on both sides. You know what I'm saying? I always like to say, anytime I make your eyebrows go up or down, holler at me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what's up. Let me give me a chance to defend myself. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Or to clear the air.
Yeah. Because what you heard, it may not be true. Right. It may be true, but at least you know for sure that's what it is. Opposed to just, speculating.
Right. Exactly. So yes. Here's the next reason why we see things differently, the world differently. We have different interpretations, like what you said.
Right.
So everything that we do is influenced by our past experiences. Ain't that what Jason said?
Yep.
He think he know what he talking about.
Hey man, I just try to do what I do when I can. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay, from the book. The past experiences, the past give meaning to the present. Often it is only in the context of someone's past experience that you can understand why what they are saying or doing makes any kind of sense.
Yeah. Like
Jason's like, I don't have nothing to elaborate on.
Yeah,
like that's it.
Yeah.
You think it's self-explanatory?
To me.
Okay. So here's the thing that I think is super important.
What's
okay.
that,
We often we aren't aware of how our experiences affect our interpretations of the world. We simply believe that this is the way things are. But this is the heavy hitter, okay? We apply different implicit rules. Our past experiences often develop into rules by which we live our lives.
That's true.
So you have a certain expectation, a rule that you follow, which are good, right? But when a argument arises, more than likely it's because we have different rules,
right,
about what is acceptable and what is not.
And we never had that conversation to establish that rule across the board. You just got that rule to yourself.
Right.
And you holding stuff inside that's making you even more mad to bypass the crazy cycle, which we talked about that series before. So definitely, if you don't know anything about the crazy cycle, go check that out.
Yeah, because basically they said, our implicit rules often take the form of things people should or shouldn't do because of the way that I grew up or the way that I see the world.
Right.
I have a viewpoint on how you should or shouldn't operate. So just like some random example is tipping, right? So in America, we tip, right? And in Europe, they do not tip because guess why? The company actually pay their employees. Right. You know what I mean? So really, that's what we should be doing. But they don't tip, right?
Well, is it true? How my folks over in Europe? Let us know in the comments because I don't know.
They don't
tip.
I mean, they see it as excessive if you tip. Like they don't. Their salary
you trying to give them like they're broke or something, or they poor or something.
Yes, but I do know that like we don't pay our waiters and waitresses like,
sure,
that the money comes from the tips,
right? You
know what I mean,
right?
Like, so we don't. I used to be a waitress. That was my first job, and I think I got paid like $3.25 an hour.
That's crazy.
But tipping, I did make pretty good money, but it's like, why are you asking the consumer to pay for the person's salary when you really break that down? Like the business is not paying that person
enough money.
Yeah. So the customers are paying the waiter or the waitress.
Exactly.
Right? Is that what we're supposed to be doing?
No. I'm out and I'm for tipping because we are, this is our culture.
System. Yeah.
Right. So we should do that.
Yeah.
Right. Because at the end of the day, who's getting the short end of the stick?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's the waiter or waitress. And some people say, well, you the one that got that job. Well, sometimes that's the best that they can do. Right. So, we in the system, so we do it. But if it was a perfect world, I definitely wouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to have it where you getting a tip. And then it's so crazy because I think it started from that industry, but it's all over the place. You can go to a regular place for I don't know, getting some cigarettes at a gas station. They're going to ask for tips. You know what I'm saying? It's tips everywhere.
Right.
And tips really is an acronym. It stands for to ensure prompt service. And tips was typically given out before not at the end, but it's in the beginning. So if your waiter come over and you slide him a 20, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you gonna put it in his bra, in her bra?
You know how the waiter got the little thing?
Pocket.
Yeah, slide it in there. You know, that's to ensure prompt service. That's tips. You know what I'm saying? So it's to really get your stuff going faster.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not a extra payment for doing a decent job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm happy you cleared that up, because I'm definitely not saying don't tip, because this is the system that we operate in America. Okay. So you're supposed to tip, right?
Yeah, you just like to give anyway.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. But we just looking at the system in itself is wrong.
Right.
We're not the one. We're already paying for the food. Now we got to pay for the food and your service. Like, no, the company's supposed to pay for your service, like for what you do.
Yeah.
They short-handed you.
Right.
Because I guess margins are getting, everybody trying to make more and more money, and you start cutting away things. So now, at McDonald's, shoot, they got Siri taking your order at the drive-thru. It's not even a real person no more. You know what I'm saying? Minimum wage going up. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dang, these people need these this money, but at the same time, it's like they cutting jobs like crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, the point that I was going to make with this is like, say, somebody, a young person from Europe, it's their first time coming to America, and they didn't do their research, and they don't know that like tipping is, something that we do here. That's not what they do in their culture. And they come here, and you're a friend, and y'all are out, and you get mad because this person didn't tip. You know what I mean? But it's like that they not following the same rules. They don't know. They don't know the rule. And
then you'll get mad and like, oh, she cheap or he cheap. Don't ever tip, leaving me with the bill to tip all the time. But just ask the question.
Right.
Don't speculate. Ask questions.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's like a prime example. You think of any other examples that me and you had an issue because one of us assumed something?
I'm pretty sure I've been doing more of the assuming, what I'm saying, on my side of town. But as of off top of the head, no, I can't think of them right now. But yeah, no, not off top.
Okay. Well, going back to what you said earlier, this book also says the same thing, which I'm tired of saying this already. But when you find yourself in conflict, it helps to make your rules explicit and to encourage the other person to do the same. So like you just said, let's talk about what the rules are. If you're in a conflict with somebody, then, let's just get it out there. Let's have the conversation.
So can we talk for a minute?
And also come to the conversation calmly and like, let me find out, like, I would like to find this out, I want to understand, right? So if you do this greatly reduces the chance that you will be caught in an accidental duel of conflicting rules. So an example that they gave in this book, where people had different rules, was a couple, and the husband's sister had a baby, right? Okay. The wife of the man, she was going to go see her sister-in-law, his sister.
Okay. Start over.
You got a couple. You got a woman and a man.
Got it.
The man's sister
had a baby. The man's sisters had a baby.
Yes.
Okay, the man's Bob, sister named Sally. Okay, Sally had a baby.
No, okay, Sally had a baby.
Right.
The man's wife, what's the wife's name?
Man's wife is Mary.
Okay.
Bob. Bob's wife, Mary. Okay.
Mary was going to go see Sally.
Okay.
Because that's her sister-in-law.
Sister-in-law, right.
Right?
Right.
And she's asking her husband, Bob, are you going to come? And he says, no, I'm going to watch the game. Right. I will go tomorrow.
Right.
So she's upset.
Why is she upset?
Because it's his sister.
But
she just had a baby. Why would you watch a game, a football game, more important than your sister?
No, it's not. No, it's not. Actually, so the baby just got here.
Okay.
I got plenty of time to see the baby. Can I get it? Can she get time to rest a little bit? Can she let her her stuff air out a little bit? She just had a baby come through.
Stuff air out, Jason.
I'm just saying.
That's nasty.
The baby just came out.
Oh my God.
Like, let her, if you want to go over there and help with the lady parts and stuff, do that.
So you think it's more appropriate to wait?
Yeah, give her some time.
But what about the excitement of having a baby?
What do you mean the excitement of having a baby?
It's your nephew or your niece.
I can't wait to see him. I'm going to see him. But not right now. I'm going to give him some time. He just had it. There's football on.
So you want to watch the football game?
Yeah, I want to watch the football game. Best of both worlds. I'm going to see him later. Ain't like it's going to be a whole 2 years going to roll by. It's one day.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So what?
Instead of having both of us going one day, how about you go today, I go tomorrow. You can help with some stuff today. I can help with some stuff the next day.
So basically, you don't live by this rule that we should rush to the hospital as soon as a family member has the baby.
I mean, so I'm in a different situation because when I came, I'm kind of like the baby of the family. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't too many people having babies, you know what I'm saying, after me. So it's like, I don't know nothing about that rule. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never heard of it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, haven't you seen on movies where people are like in the lobby, which I totally don't understand, but people are like in the lobby while the woman is having the baby?
Okay, that's a movie, and I've seen.
I think that people do that.
I've seen in movies where when she having a baby is he ha ha. Then when baby's there, so what? I can't believe in the movie.
Well, I'm just saying, I do think you guys let us know, but I think that some people do, like they go to the hospital while their loved one is having the baby, even if they're not in the room, and then after they have the baby, people go to the hospital and visit. Not during, COVID or whatever. But.
I mean, I don't know. I guess.
Okay, so anyway, the point is that the wife got mad. Mary got mad. But
she didn't say nothing to Bob.
No, she he's giving this as a scenario. I don't know if this was a real life situation, but basically he was like, she got two choices. She could either say something like, let's see, what did he say? She could say something like, where is that story? She can either say, that's the most selfish, shallow, ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Okay.
She could say something like that. Or she can say, she can be more curious.
How did you come up with that?
Huh?
Well, why do you want to stay here?
You can ask why. You can ask,
right, instead of jump to conclusions.
Yeah, help me understand. So basically, the way this man was feeling, Bob was feeling, is that he works an intense job. He come home, he play with the kids. He give Mary time, his wife. He talks to her mostly about her day, right? And then on Saturday mornings, that is time to de-stress. It's not about the football game. Mm-hmm. It is about, which is what she thought it was about. Like, really? You're going to put a football game over your new niece or nephew, right?
Super not.
But no, he's prioritizing his mental health.
Right.
Right? It's like,
it's more important.
I have to de-stress so I can be ready for the rest of the week. You want me to play with the kids? You want me to go to work? You want me to give you time? Well, right. Let me have 3 hours of de-stress watching a football game.
Right.
How about that?
Yep.
And I will see the child tomorrow.
Yep. I like a plan.
So anyways, I thought that was a good story. And I can see how that could easily happen. Easily. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I probably would have been upset too. If you just said, I'm going to watch the football game. That's all the information that I have.
I'm going to say, I'm going to chill today. I'm going to let you have it.
That's all the information that I have?
Ask more. If you want more information, ask. I'm here.
I will, but I'm just saying. And
you need more information. Click the button. See more information. See more info.
Yeah. So the big deal from this episode
you getting mad off of yourself
because I have an expectation that you should come to the hospital. I have a rule that it's better for you to go see your the child.
Uh-huh.
So very good example of rules being different. And like I said, our rule that we have for ourselves, then we project that on the other person, and this is what they should do because that's what I would do.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Well, you don't know what's going on.
Right.
So anyway, I thought that was a good example. Lastly, we're about to wrap this up, Jason.
Wrap it up.
They say to adopt the and stance. Okay.
Okay.
You don't have to choose between the stories. Embrace them both.
Mm-hmm.
That's the and stance.
Break it down. Break it down.
The mere act of understanding someone else's story doesn't require you to give up your own. And the and stance allows you to recognize that how you each see things matters, that how you feel matters. Yeah. You don't have to give up just because, understanding somebody else's story doesn't mean that you have to give up the way that you feel.
Right.
Right? Yeah, so I mean that's pretty much it. What's your biggest takeaway, Jason?
I mean, don't assume, man. We know these rules. Don't assume. Get some more. If something's irking you, is nothing wrong with getting a full understanding, or at least a better understanding. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't even full, it's just you got to know how to ask the questions. You got to know how to ask them. You can't elevate at the top of your tone.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't go with an assumptuous perspective with the questioning. You know what I'm saying? Well, why did you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, just chill. Just relax. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you upset, but 9 times, I ain't gonna say 9 times out of 10, but probably majority of the time it's something that you misinterpreted.
Yeah.
Right. And it's not always your fault because your partner probably could have said it better. Mm-hmm. Right. But everybody ain't no word wizard. Right.
Yeah.
Everybody's not you know what I'm saying? Everybody is not, ain't nobody perfect.
Mm-hmm.
You're not perfect. I'm not perfect. It's stuff that we say on this podcast maybe didn't come out right. Right. You know what I'm saying? But man, if you got questions about it, just email us. Just leave some in the comments. Ask me to elaborate. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? If you feel differently about it. You know what I'm saying? And then at the end of the day, even if you do feel differently, man, it's okay to be different.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all about compromising. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Communication and trust, and get a little compromise. You're not going to get everything's not going to go your way. I try to tell my daughter that all the time. Everything's not going to go your way. That's why I love for those that got kids out there, when you're teaching your kids stuff, pay attention to what you're telling them, because you're really talking to yourself, because your kids are a mirror reflection of you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So listen to what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? You can't always have everything your way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's okay to do something different. That maybe something that you don't like. You ain't got to do everything that you like.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, that widens your perspective, and that broadens, make you a more well-rounded person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that's what I got, love. Hey, I don't want y'all to forget to go to loveologypodcast.com and go check you out some t-shirts. Yeah. Go check you out a hat. Go check you out some sweaters. Go check out some stuff, man. We got some stuff in there for you, just for you. And shout out to South Africa.
Yes, hey South Africa.
Shout out. Appreciate y'all for chiming in and listening to us. We was on the charts with y'all. We definitely appreciate it. Yes. Babe, we should do like a world tour to these different countries.
Everywhere we have listeners.
Ghana, India, South Africa, UK. We got people in Hawaii. We got people in the Middle East.
Sounds good, honey.
Did you know it's a lot of African American people in the Middle East?
No, I can't. I never thought about it.
It's like a whole bunch of them. For real, like
not okay.
No, like American.
Okay,
African American from America.
Oh yeah, I heard about a trend of that happening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So shout out to all my African American people over there in the UAE.
UAE, yeah.
Yeah, Middle East.
I still got to get Jason to Dubai.
That's a whole nother topic. It's all good. We're going to get there. We're going to catch y'all. Make sure when we get there, holler at your boy. Yeah. You hear me? I wonder, is it okay if I wear braids over there in the UAE?
Why wouldn't it be?
I don't know. Different rules in different places.
That's true.
Let us know in the comments, y'all. So, hey, again, appreciate y'all, man. Definitely, like I said, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. Let us know if you like this series that we're rolling on. Hope you learned something. Hope you got something out of it, because I'm excited. Can't wait till we continue the next one. And I guess we got to catch you next time, right?
Yep.
So, peace out.
Bye.